My wife betrayed me with her boss, and my daughters helped her hide it. So I filed for divorce, cut them out of my life, and changed my will. Hello, Reddit. I'll keep this simple. I used to believe I had it all: a steady marriage, 2 daughters, and a home filled with laughter. But what I thought was happiness turned out to be nothing more than a carefully constructed illusion. It began subtly. Lisa, my wife, grew distant, often blaming her stress on work. Our daughters, Jenna and Brooke, both in their early 20s, started acting strangely too. They shared glances when I walked into a room, and a heaviness seemed to hang over conversations. I ignored it at first, convincing myself it was just family drifting a little. But then the truth hit me like a wrecking ball. One evening, while Lisa showered, her phone buzzed on the nightstand. The name flashing across the screen: Patrick, her boss. Normally, I wasn't the jealous type, but my instincts screamed. I opened the messages. Last night was amazing. Can't wait to see you again. Love you too, baby. Let's talk later when he's asleep. My hands shook as I scrolled. The photos were worse. Images no husband should ever have to see. My chest pounded, not just with heartbreak, but with fury. That night, I confronted her. She didn't deny a thing. In fact, she looked irritated that I'd brought it up. You're overreacting, she said flatly, arms crossed. It's been going on for a year. I was never going to leave you. You provide stability. Patrick is just fun. The word fun seared through me. But what shattered me wasn't her indifference. It was what came next. Jenna and Brooke stepped in. Dad, come on, Brooke said. Mom's happy. Why ruin everything over one mistake? One mistake, Jenna echoed. We knew about it, but it wasn't a big deal. You weren't supposed to find out. They had known. They had lied. They had protected her affair like it was some twisted family pact. That night, I didn't sleep. My chest felt hollow, my world upside down. Lisa betrayed me. But my daughters? They chose her. That was the moment I made my decision. Lisa expected me to fight for her. She thought I'd beg, agree to counseling, sweep everything under the rug. Instead, 2 days later, she came home to divorce papers waiting on the kitchen table. You're joking, she sneered. No, I told her. I want you out by the end of the week. Her smugness faltered. Then came the tears, the excuses, the manipulation. I made a mistake. You can't just throw away our family over this. But I didn't budge. Jenna and Brooke thought I was bluffing, until I called them over. Sitting across from them, I said it coldly and clearly. I'm done. With her. With you. You made your choice. Now live with it. Their stunned faces almost amused me. Dad, you don't mean that, Jenna whispered. I do. I slid an envelope across the table. I'm changing my will. You get nothing. Brooke gave a nervous laugh. You can't be serious. We're your daughters. No, I told her. You're her daughters. You made that clear. Lisa looked terrified now. Maybe she thought I'd forgive in the end. Maybe she thought family always won. But betrayal has a cost, and I refused to keep paying. The divorce was swift. I had evidence, and she walked away with little. Patrick? He didn't stick around. Turns out he only enjoyed sleeping with married women, not committing to them. As for Jenna and Brooke, they tried to contact me. Calls, texts, begging, guilt trips. But I ignored them. I moved away, started over. I met Claire, a woman who had endured heartbreak of her own. With her there were no lies, no masks, just honesty. Together, we began rebuilding. 3 years passed. My new home was quiet, peaceful. My life was my own again. One evening, Claire and I sat on the porch watching the sunset. My phone buzzed. It was Jenna. I silenced it. Over the years, both daughters had tried everything. Angry voicemails, tearful apologies, emotional manipulation. Nothing changed. Then came a knock at the door. My stomach tightened. Nobody ever just showed up here. Claire squeezed my arm. You okay? I will be, I said. When I opened the door, Jenna stood there. She looked broken. Dad, she whispered. For the first time since everything, her eyes showed regret. Real regret, not excuses, not entitlement. Just pain. I know you don't want to see me, she said, voice trembling. But please let me explain. I nearly shut the door. But something inside me, curiosity, or maybe the faintest spark of fatherly instinct, let her in. Claire gave us space. Jenna stood in my living room, awkwardly glancing around the home she'd never seen. I gestured for her to sit. She didn't. You look good, she tried. I stayed silent. She sighed. I guess I deserve that. There was a long pause before she finally said the words I never expected. You were right to cut us off. I stared at her. She swallowed hard. When we defended Mom, we thought we were protecting our family. But really, we were protecting her choices. Choices we knew were wrong. She never even loved Patrick. It was just excitement. Once you left, she realized she'd lost the only man who truly loved her. She spiraled. And Brooke and I, she stopped. Go on, I said evenly. Brooke still thinks you overreacted. She won't admit she was wrong. But me? I lost everything that day. You weren't just my dad. You were my hero. And I destroyed that, for a woman who didn't deserve it. The room fell silent. I studied her, searching for sincerity. I don't hate you, Jenna, I said at last. But I don't know if I can forgive you. She nodded, tears spilling. I don't expect you to. I just needed you to know. I regret it every single day. I looked at my hands. For the first time in years, something shifted inside me. Not anger. Not bitterness. Just exhaustion. Maybe the door wasn't locked forever. But if it opened, it wouldn't be me chasing. After Jenna left, Claire rejoined me. How do you feel? She asked softly. I exhaled deeply, like the past finally caught up. She squeezed my hand. I looked at the door where Jenna had stood, then back at the life I'd built. It's not my burden anymore, I said. I've made my peace. Now they have to make theirs. And for the first time in a long time, I felt free.